2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Travellers Championship is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, what a gorgeous day as this event kicks off our featured group. Well, we've got two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat Jon Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No, if Jon Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish bull.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, Jon Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That's not what they were looking for.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Moments like that deserve another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
The second, a short par 4 playing up the hill, just 345 yards.
How aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take driver out and try and get it up to the front edge, or are you going to lay it back with a long iron? That are the two thoughts that players must face. Second shot into a minuscule green with a putt bunker on the left-hand side that could be the meanest one on the golf course.
This lie's not great. And here we are with the third shot. And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Time for the fifth shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Time to make a putt here. This one's for double. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The players will face themselves with their first legitimate test at TPC River Highlands, the par 4 third.
Dogleg from right to left. Just avoid those bunkers both right and left. And there's not a single one up there on that green. This green is fairly flat with runoffs on all sides of this green. It's a wonderful design.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game and it is so complete. you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. The fourth hole at TPC River Highlands certainly asks for a longer shot, Rich.
Danger here is leaving your tee shot out to the right in the trees and the bunker. If you hit it down the left-hand side, expect a much longer second shot.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
That's incredible. Well, how about the concentration to pull that shot off? Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
Opting for the 5-wood. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Putting for birdie here. This is buckets. Bit too heavy-handed there. 4 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par.
That's well holed. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 3 fifth is no snack either, particularly at the distance of 230.
That's its only defense here, Luke. The green is fairly flat, has a couple of bunkers up there surrounding it, but to be fair, at 230 yards, it's a pretty simple, straightforward, long par 3.
Well, that's beautifully judged. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one will run uphill.
This one's tracking.
Well, that'll play. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
And now this is what can happen when you start up a rivalry with a player of this caliber, now pulling further ahead of his playing partner. What a shot to make.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 6th is the first of our par 5s, and at 586 playing slightly downhill, Ridge, players should be enticed to go for this green in 2.
Most players in this field will be looking to knock it on in 2. Tee shots want to favor the right-hand side to shorten up the hole ever so slightly. The second shot will be semi-blind, taking it over some bunkers and some mounds to a green that runs from right to left. Bunker front left and a runoff area over on the right-hand side. Shouldn't be too much of a bother for most of these players.
This one's bunker bound. That's some good golf right there. Playing from around 150 yards here.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's a pretty handy shot. Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
This would be a good putt to make to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. Good putters will make these right on 5 feet.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And in it goes for the par. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The par 4 7th, just under 450 yards in length, Rich. 2 just accurate shots needed here.
Just a straightaway drive and a straightaway second shot will get it done 8 days a week on this hole. This second shot, though, into a green that has 2 tiers on it. If you're not on the correct tier in 2, you're going to face a difficult putt.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. And choosing the 8-iron here. That swing didn't deserve a good reward. This should head into the rough. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Not your best effort, still a mid-range putt coming up. Big putt for par coming up. Good-looking putt. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's currently in 3rd place.
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first. That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead. I really like the 8th here at TPC River Highlands. A good par 3.
This is a strong par 3. Water shouldn't come into play as it's some 15 yards short of the green. However, there's runoff areas both right and left that could cause some issues for these players.
That should set up another chance.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Oh, so close. And that should secure the par on this one. Currently at +1 for the day. The 9th is a par 4, right on 400 yards, Rich. But recently, players have been a little bit more aggressive off the tee.
Players are trying to take all the bunkers in the fairway out of play by taking driver and hitting it over the right-hand one. From there, players will have a very simple second shot to a green that's fairly bland, Luke. There's just not much to it. This is a great birdie opportunity.
No, that's not the shot they wanted. Time to take their approach shot into the 9th. Great shot. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently in 5th place.
Go in. Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard.
Fist pumps all round. That is how you do it from outside range. That was huge.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Is tracking.
That's frustrating. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for par here.
Never mind. Just go and make the next one you stand over. As we make the turn, it's always good to reflect on what we've seen out there so far, Rich.
Yeah, they're behind their rival right now through 9 holes, but there's lots of time, lots of opportunities on this back 9 to make up. It'll be interesting to see how it all ends up.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 155.
Going with the 8-iron here. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Yeah, Wynn took that one offline in a hurry.
Sitting at 2 over par. Ooh, that almost went down. And he needs this to save par. Oh, this looks pure. Well played. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Let's catch up with Jon Rahm. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Downhill par 3s, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when it's only a wedge.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie, but bogeys might happen if you're not careful.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. 15 feet to the cup. Ouch, that hurts. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be #1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete. you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Well, birdies would certainly be on the mind of the players when they stand on the tee at the par 5 13th, Rich. But there are bogeys here as well if you're not careful.
Don't get careless with this tee shot. Don't avoid the water on the right and try and hit it down the left-hand side, because out of bounds comes in quickly, just left of those fairway bunkers. From the fairway, you have to decide where you want to go for it or lay it up out to the right. Any shots missed out to the right will leave a delicate chip to a green that runs away from the player towards the water.
Yeah, that's the right option. You should never compound an error with another one. Wonderfully played. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Oh, I love a player with big heart. You've showed plenty there.
That a way to grind it out in the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Now 5 strokes behind. Let's head to the 14th, Rich. A short par 4, but you've got to hit your tee shot up the hill.
Up the hill, dogleg from right to left, but one of the most generous fairways on this golf course, if not the most generous. Anything up to the right-hand side will open up the second shot to the green that sits well below you. Any tee shots missed over to the left, however, you could have some tree issues.
And inside the red zone, around 110 yards to go. 5 shots off the lead. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Just needs this one to kick right. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. 7 feet to the cup.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Good stroke. Solid par putt, that. Xander Schauffele currently on top of the leaderboard here. Well, Rich, as we approach the closing holes here at TPC River Highlands, there are some significant shots to hit, and here at 15, it's certainly one of them.
The tee shot is most definitely an important shot. If you hit a little bit too far left, water scary close to the left-hand side. Out to the right is no good. Length isn't nearly as important as how straight you can drive it.
All in all, a very exciting short par 4.
Love this hole.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
How close was that to going down? And back to the course with the live action. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
This one's dialed in. And with that putt, now even par, with the final few holes to go. And a sight we're used to seeing a lot, Xander Schauffele in top spot. The final par 3 at TPC River Highlands certainly brings a lot of elements into play.
Multiple tiers on this green. If you find the right tier, you have a good birdie opportunity. But if you hit a wayward shot, both right, left, long, or let's face it, short, you're in a bad spot.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Jon Rahm getting ready for his next shot. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Judging it beautifully.
Putting for par. That gets the job done. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Well, this lake that is a real feature here in the closing holes at TPC River Highlands comes into play also off the tee at 17.
The most intimidating shot on the golf course, the tee shot here at 17. Bail left, you could find the bunkers, and if you bail right, you better bring your waders.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
This one could take a little bounce to the left. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
It was on a good line. An opportunity to make a par here.
Looks good.
There it is. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. The finishing hole at TPC River Highlands has gone through a few adjustments over the last handful of years, and it's also seen a very significant moment in the history of the PGA Tour.
Plenty of fantastic moments here. Tee shot goes back up the hill, over a rise, semi-blind tee shot, find the fairway, and you're going to have an excellent look at the green and a possibility of making birdie.
It was the site of the lowest ever round recorded on the PGA Tour, a 58 if you don't mind. Okay, that'll work. And this putt for a final score of 69.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
And that'll do it. That's all she wrote, folks. And as we recap the day's results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the action today.
Oh, it was a pleasure to be able to follow the action out there today, Luke.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the John Deere Classic. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Quack. Hello, Henny.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with these two. This is a rivalry that could be one for the ages. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement they generate. Oh, that was flushed. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
Choosing the 9-iron here. That's the common mistake, hitting it out to the left. Getting ready to play their third. Wow, that almost went in the hole. He has this putt to save his par. Get excited. This could go in. Starting the round at even par.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Here we are at the second tee.
You want to cut the corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, a very straightforward second shot will set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
Rich, I know I've got more of a southern accent, but I certainly love being here in the Midwest, and we know the people of the Midwest just adore this tournament. It's a bit like their 5th major, isn't it?
Exactly, Luke. Coming here to TPC Deer Run each and every year, you know, it's such a great event to introduce the world to a new golfer that is trying to dig his way into the game and kind of make inroads on the PGA Tour. But yet what we find is that a lot of veterans end up winning this tournament. Steve Stricker comes to mind. Zach Johnson comes to mind. Jordan Spieth, though, got his first victory here. It's exciting because it really doesn't favor one player over another. It's just you got to have a solid game over 4 days on a golf.
And there it goes from the sand. Okay, let's get back to the action. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Yeah, I think he pulled that one. Pretty obvious, actually. And this one is for his par. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill, blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
Setting up from the first cut here in the green. They can hold it from here. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Here we are at the 4th hole.
Par 4, 448 yards, sweeping dogleg left to right, big tree in the middle, missed that, and you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Lining up from around 160 yards. 4 shots behind our leader. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
That's definitely left of the green.
Unable to find the green on this one.
And another missed green in regulation. My, oh my, this has been a long day.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. That was a gallant attempt. In she goes. Let's head to the next. We'll now move over to John Rahm.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. TPC Deer Run, Rich, is full of forced carries, and the fifth is no different.
I love the second shot. Should you find the fairway, you have a very simple shot down the hill where you can see the entirety of the green. You will go flag hunting with your second at the fifth.
I didn't see that outcome from that lie. That was great work.
Good look at a birdie here.
If this putt drops, they'll pull in front of Rahm. This group is heating up.
The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Putting for a bogey. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Sitting at a couple over for the event.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, make your birdie.
Oh, that one's bouncing around in the branches. Far from ideal. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
That got caught up in a few of the branches. Let's go to John Rahm.
He's 1 stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Oh, almost went in. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. And here we are with the third shot. Time now for the fourth shot. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And this next putt, it's for bogey. Nice little putt to hole, that one. And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. It's like that ball had a magnet in it for the bunker. And that was a bit of a misfire.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Little sigh of relief. Happy to be putting again. Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet.
This putt to try and save their par.
And that's the kind of fighting spirit that keeps a good round going.
Yeah, in the bunker, off the tee, great recovery.
And with that effort, now 3 over for the day. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Bit untidy, wasn't it? Henny, how bad is this lie?
He's got a bit of trouble here. Bad lie just off the fairway. Ouch.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Yeah, this is lovely.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Well, that shows the hands of a surgeon, doesn't it?
My surgeon's hands were a little shaky. That's why I have the scar.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
That's a chunky lie. It's going to take all their talents to get out of this one. Opting for the 5-iron. Well, this should be unpredictable. Don't know what you're going to get from the golfing gods here. Getting ready to play their third.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And he's down there. You got a read?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh, just missed. Just a short putt remaining here. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Sitting at 3 over for the event. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5.
Par 5, 581 yards. Most players will be laying up for their second shots as a large pond on the right-hand side of the green will collect your golf ball if you hit a wayward one going forward in 2.
Second shot here on the 10th hole.
Oh, this one could be rinsed.
The lies aren't too bad here in the first cut of rough.
Wow, did this come out beautifully? Oh, that's a card saver, finding the green from there.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
Nice little par putt here.
Get in. Ooh, that'll sting a bit. Just can't seem to get off the bogey train here, Rich.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Time to tee off on the 11th.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
No point hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
$18 feet to the cup.
An important par save.
If it's up, it could be in. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Here we are in front of a par 3.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
This one looks like it's going left. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
And a par putt awaits him.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
This next putt is for bogey. We'll now move over to John Rahm.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. And it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
Well struck. Rich, we saw it right throughout Tiger Woods' career, just epic shot after epic shot. What was the best shot you ever saw Tiger hit?
We were playing in 2002 in the Grand Slam of golf over in Hawaii. Justin Leonard, Davis Love, Tiger, and myself. And we, on the second day, wind's blowing at a pretty good clip on the par 5. I think it was number 7. And you had to bust 2 shots to get there. Nobody, I mean, it was nearly impossible. In fact, it was impossible with 3 out of the 4 of us to get it home in 2. Well, Tiger gets up there on this par 5 the second day, and he's already leading by like 800, I think. And he drills one right down the middle. I lay up with a 3-wood. That's how hard it's blowing. I lay up with a 3-wood to about 70, 80 yards. And this little green is a little peninsula. It kind of goes from left to right, a little bit of a fade if you're a right-handed player, with water on the front part of the green, and the pin's over in the back right. And he gets up there and smokes driver off the deck into about a 25-mile-an-hour wind to about 6 feet away. And I look over at my caddy and I go, is this for real? I mean, are you sure that we're not in a video game right now? Because that's just not possible. I mean,
Oh, that's stealing one. A birdie against the runner play.
Nasty lie out of the rough, but look at this in the hole. Can you believe it?
Second shot here on the 14th. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that's all class.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
And let's have one more look at that shot.
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
And now at +4 for the round. The finish at TPC Deer Run is full of birdie opportunities and some low scoring to be had, Rich. This 14th hole is certainly part of that lineup.
Par 4, 456 in length from the back tee. Must find the fairway off the tee shot to have any hope of finding the green in 2. Large trees line the right and left hand side of the fairway.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Pro tip, when it's breezy, swing easy. You're welcome.
Hope it gets a good kick to the left. This is from miles away.
This for a birdie run.
Wow, back-to-back birdies, and what a time to make them. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Oh, that was so close to going in. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green to say the least. Don't let the beauty of the river to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
And coming up well short.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
A 7-footer right here.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
And there it is. Sitting at 4 over for the day.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
This hole is a par 5.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
Well, after a successful drive at the 17th at TPC Deer Run, the players are faced with a question, Rich. Lay up or go for it?
Second shot straight back up the hill. Most players will bail just a little bit left as the green tends to run away quite a bit down the slope on the right-hand side. This is a great opportunity and possibly the final birdie opportunity on this golf course.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Getting ready to play their third. Ooh, that almost went down. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. If you want to win a TPC Deer Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Well, that should find the bunker. Always a tough shot to get out of.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
And here we are with their fourth. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. And with that, this round comes to a close. Well, Rich, it's fair to say that this player didn't quite have their best stuff this week.
Luke, not the performance they were looking for this week, but I got to say, there's some really good stuff in there that I like. It was really fun to watch.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.